El Salvador has sent back Venezuelans detained in the country in a prisoner exchange for Americans held in Venezuela. The development was confirmed by officials from all three countries. Venezuela's government confirmed that 252 Venezuelans held in El Salvador had been freed. The first of two planes carrying Venezuelans landed at Venezuela's Simon Bolivar International Airport near the capital Caracas. The Venezuelans have been held in a mega prison known as the Terrorism Confinement Center, which was built to hold alleged gang members in El Salvador. The Americans released were among dozens of people, including activists, opposition members, and union leaders, that Venezuela's government took into custody in its brutal campaign to crack down on dissent in the 11 months since Maduro claimed to win re-election. The complex three-country arrangement represents a diplomatic achievement for Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. It helps President Donald Trump in his goal of bringing home Americans jailed abroad and non-Salvadorian President Nayib Bukele, a swap that he proposed months ago. In a post on X, Nayib Bukele says those freed in Venezuela were en route to El Salvador, from where they would continue their journey home. Bukele added that the exchange was carried out in return for a considerable number of Venezuelan political prisoners, people that the regime had kept in its prisons for years, as well as all the American citizens it was holding as hostages. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio also confirmed the release of 10 Americans were detained in Venezuela. He thanked Bukele for his help in securing the agreement and said that every wrongfully detained American in Venezuela was free and back in the homeland. Venezuelan President Maduro thanked his U.S. counterpart Trump for rectifying the irregular situation. Speaking during a Congress meeting in Caracas, Maduro described them as being rescued and freed from what he called concentration camps run by Salvadorian President Nayib Bukele. He added that Venezuelans were kidnapped, disappeared, and tortured for 125 days.
The first plane has just landed with the 252 Venezuelans rescued and freed from Nayib Bukele's concentration and torture camps in El Salvador. There come our Venezuelan boys who were kidnapped, disappeared, tortured, and after 125 days we rescued them. Freedom, freedom, freedom.
About 250 Venezuelans were expelled by U.S. President Donald Trump's administration in El Salvador. Their lawyers and families denied they belonged to Tren de Aragua. Washington agreed to pay Bukele's administration billions of dollars to hold the migrants in the prison. It was built to house gang members, leading to calls from rights groups for their release.
One of the things we did is we took from China hundreds of